Hi everyone. So I wanted to show everyone about a little trick that I found on Google Drive. Now, basically with Google Drive, you're only allowed to have 15 gigabytes of space, which is here. Okay, on the very left-hand side of the screen, it will say like how much you've used out of your total usage of 15 gigabyte, and then it says at a lower button, buy storage. Now, if you click onto buy storage, you're presented with this sort of page now. Okay, so obviously 15 gigabyte is absolutely free. You can have 15 gigabyte for free, but it's saying recommended is 100 gigabyte. So it's £1.59 a month. Or you can go up to 20 gigabyte and it's obviously £2.49 a month, basically £24.99 a year. And for 2 terabyte it's £7.90 a month, £7.99 a month, or it's basically £80 for the year, and then it goes up further and further and further and further. So what I've done is I've managed to find a way that you can get more than 15 gigabyte for free. So what I've done on my Google Drive is I've linked two other separate accounts to my account. So I've got 3 accounts in total. You can do this as many times as you want. Okay, so if I click on my shared button here, okay, it will basically show my other accounts that are shared with me. So this is my other account that I've got at the minute, and obviously I do have folders on here of like videos and stuff. So these are the folders of the videos that I've got from one account, and if I open up my other account which I've created and then go into the My Drive part, it will load up all the other folders that I've got. Okay, so what I've done is on my normal Google Drive, these are like the old school videos that I had from when I was a little kid, and the other ones are from nowadays. So like this is my family now, and the other one is my family from before. So I was thinking on my normal Google Drive, I would like to have a lot of my stuff that's actually synced into this. Okay, so this is my normal like folders like on my drive. It doesn't take up any more space whatsoever. So instead of only having 15 gigabyte, I've got 45 gigabyte now. So I've got 3 accounts. So every time you add an account, you get another 15 gigabyte for free. So this is like a nice little sort of hack that Google Drive are not telling anyone about. So literally the second I press onto the shared with me, okay, it says obviously like these are the two other folders, and there's a lot more than like 15 gig for all of this. So I've got all of this for free, so it doesn't really cost me anything. So this is just like a little like video to show you like the little hack that I've found, and it's really easy and simple to do. So I'll give you like a little hint or a little tip how to do it. Best way to do it is obviously if you have little videos, I'm just going to show you like a very simple and easy one to do. So I've gone onto this one here of my latest family, okay, and I'm just going to put like this little video, pick it up and then drag it in there. Okay, so now that I've dragged it in there, Google Drive has got to upload it, so it says that there's only a minute left, okay, to upload this video. And obviously videos can be different sizes or whatever, but obviously the smaller the video, the faster it's going to upload and then process. Okay, so I'm just going to let that load in the background, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more about this Google Drive. So what Google Drive is good for, it's not just videos, pictures, you can put documents in there as well, and a little bit of music, whatever you like, sort of music, you can put that in there. So one of my friends, he was saying to me about how he wanted to get a Google Drive, but it's only limited to a certain amount of space. So I was thinking, but there's got to be a way to obviously get more space out of Google Drive for free. Because like my videos, I like to help people out, and I don't like to obviously see people getting ripped off by companies and programs and whatever. So this is just like a little hint or a little tip to show him how to obviously like get stuff for free as well. And storage is a very big thing. Like when my uncle told me years ago I was going to build a supercomputer, and I did build a supercomputer, what I wanted to do is obviously like put different segments of different things on different hard drives. So videos on one hard drive, and then like it will be like films on a different hard drive, and then it will be like music on a different hard drive, then pictures on another hard drive, and I just wanted to segment it like that. But obviously, bigger hard drives like the 6 terabytes and the 810, like the 8 terabytes and the 10 terabytes, they wasn't out. Like the highest you can get was a 2 terabyte. So at that time, obviously, we're limited by the technology, so obviously you couldn't put more stuff on there. Like, but to be honest, a lot of people used to say to me, "Why do you want more than 2 terabytes?" But the thing is, I've got so many films, like thousands of films. I wanted them all on one hard drive. So when my uncle said to me that obviously you got to be careful because hard drives can fail, I thought, oh no, 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 of course it can't, of course it can't, it's rubbish. But he was actually right. So the hard drive actually failed, and then like for me to try and like get all my information back, it was a very very hard process. So I had to end up taking the hard drive apart, and yeah, just to try and get all my information back off that hard drive was an absolute nightmare. So with this thing, Google Drive, it's actually really good. But like obviously, for instance, you have to have an internet or internet connection. So like you can even download the application on your phone. You can obviously like use the application on your phone, and you can like select the things that you've uploaded and whatever. So that's actually very helpful. So obviously it's like with documents, if you've got like Microsoft Word documents and you're going to say college or whatever, and then like you have to type out loads and loads of documents instead of you like printing it off and then putting it in your bag and then it gets all ruined and crinkled up and whatever. If you actually like use Google Drive to save your documents, you don't have to bring any folders like or a lot of documents back and forward to college all the time. Even like school's the same thing. So when it comes to it, you can just open your Google Drive, drag the document to your Google Drive. When you get back home, you can re-edit it and then obviously like re-upload it back to the same Google Drive. When you get into college or school the next morning, you can use it again. So it's really handy for that, especially like even though your computer's at home and your computer at school or college will use exactly the same version of like Microsoft Word or PowerPoint or Excel or anything like that, then you're absolutely fine. So like I'm trying to say is like Google Drive is not just meant for one thing or implemented for one thing. It's utilized for so many different applications and obviously like so many different programs and obviously like utilized for so many different sort of things that you want to put on it. Like so you've got music, you've got videos, you've got pictures, you've got like even PDF books. You can put loads of different things on it. So getting back to this like little video now, okay, as you can see that it's uploaded this little video, but obviously like it's not finished processing it. So it's similar to like YouTube. So when you like upload a video, it still has to process. But what I'm going to do now is if I right click this, okay, it comes up with options now. So if I go to share, yeah, and you just got to wait for it to load a couple of seconds, and here it is. So obviously like this is one of my other accounts, but now if I type in like my email address here, it comes up. And the second that I click on it, and then also make sure that it says notify people, okay? So when you've got notify people ticked, then basically you'll get like an email like notification to say that it's actually been sent to your Google Drive. So now that if I press send, yeah, it's going to be on my normal account. So if I go back to my normal account now, yeah, here it is. So it's right there. And obviously now I'm going to get an email notification on my phone to tell me that I've just sent it obviously to myself, or even if you're sending it to family members, you'll be able to send it to family, even to work colleagues or whatever, and they get to still see the thing, providing it's still on their Google Drive itself. But like I said, this is just a little video just to obviously show you how you can get around this. But the easiest way to do things to get free storage or even more storage is to just create as many accounts as you want, and that way you get 15 gigabyte per time. So I know it might seem a little bit sort of tedious and a little bit time consuming, but you know what? It's free storage space. And to be fair, I can't really knock it. So I'm really, really happy that obviously I found this little hack. And I was just playing around with Google Drive for like a few hours yesterday, just trying to find out how I can manage to obtain to do this to show other people. So I mean, when I try to like work these programs out and everything, I do try to sit there for a little while and make sure that I'm getting it completely correct before I even think about uploading it, because I don't really want to make any mistakes. But sometimes even making a mistake and whatever, that's what it's all about, learning. So you're not really going to sort of like learn anything sometimes if you don't make a few little mistakes. All right. But also another thing, if you are going to remove anything from Google Drive itself, this is another little thing. Make sure, yeah, that after you've removed it, go into the trash. Okay. So where it says trash, okay, here on the left, yeah, just make sure that you definitely remove it, because if you don't, it will be taking up extra space. All right, then just go to delete forever, and then yes, delete forever. Once that's done, it's completely removed, and then you end up with your storage back. But as you can see on this account here, it's nearly full. Okay, so literally I've still got a few more like gigabytes to put other stuff on here, but now that I'm happy with what I've done, I can put other videos on here at a later date. I'm not in no rush to constantly upload videos to this certain profile. I mean, I can upload them to another profile, but my next thing that I'm going to be thinking about doing is I need to have pictures put onto another one, because I've got a lot of pictures on my laptop. I don't really want to end up losing them. So what I'm going to be doing is literally just uploading a few profiles, like making new profiles, put in like another little folder. I'm going to put in there like pictures and whatever, and then all my main pictures I'm going to be putting on one folder, and obviously my other pictures like, I'll put in a different folder. But you can create loads of different folders from your other accounts, and then when you go to share, it will share into the main thing itself. Okay, so basically if you go into shared with me, you'll be able to see all your folders here. But if I go into my normal drive, here it is here. So these are all the videos that I've got in my other accounts that are shared with me on here, but this is all I've really got on this account itself. And as you can see, I've hardly got anything that I've used up on here. So if I wanted to say do another folder with like some documents or whatever, I can put that on here, and it's not really going to take up a lot of space. So my main account, I don't really want a load of stuff sort of like sticking out here, so I get all confused and muddled up. So when I go into the shared with me, yeah, it's best to obviously like make yourself folders and rename them so you can see them nice, clear as day. Because this is another thing. Even when I was going to college as well, and I wanted to do like all my college work and everything for my media, and then obviously for my electrical course, I always use Google Drive. Even when I was doing like other courses, when I had to do a course for computing, I was doing my IT course, and it was for a week. And a lot of people, they was like worried because they didn't have a flash drive, they didn't have like a pen drive or anything like that, a USB drive. Me, I just use Google Drive. And when I mentioned that, even the teachers mentioned to the other students, yeah, by the way, David has come up with a good idea. Everyone just use Google Drive, or if you haven't got it, just make an account and that will help. So, like I said, I just like helping people out and making sure that like it's just easier processes for them. So, this is just a little quick video, okay, just to like show other people that if you want to be able to do like something like this, then you can. It's very easy, very simple, and the second that you put your items like on Google Drive itself, you can access them through any computer that you want, and it's just really easy and simple, providing that you have the internet connection. So yeah, if you're out and about, even if for instance that I don't know, you wanted to print off something at a library or whatever, just use the computer. Obviously, like you have the documents on the computer itself. You won't have to think, oh no, like I don't know what to do or whatever. I might have to re-download all the stuff again. No, get yourself Google Drive. It's free to get, and like I said, you get 15 gigabyte free to start off with. And then what you can do is you can create a few more accounts, link them with your original account, and that way you'll end up with 15 gig added at a time. So if you've got two accounts now, it'll be 30 gig. If you've got three accounts, it's 45 gig, and so on and so on and so on. So like I said, this is just a little video to help people out. I hope like everyone enjoys the content that I'm bringing out, but once in a while I will bring out like a random video like I'm doing today. All right, so I wish everyone all the best, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a good day. Take care.